Tuning into the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, this is classic Tyler.
Hello, everybody! I'm just searching for signal. I'm not taking a selfie. This is the NXT After Show. I'm Kathy Kelly, and we are on AfterBuzz TV.
Are we?
Surprise, surprise!
It's the three of us.
I just hit my head, so I might have a concussion, and I've been up since 5 a.m. working. So that's 14
damn
hours.
it, you wanted to be here.
I did.
So we're here.
So we're here.
We had to go late because we're tired of doing an NXT show without you.
Aw.
Damn it.
Thanks.
Damn it.
So the guys who let me come a little bit later and were so nice to change the schedule, Mark Danica.
I'm one of them. At the Soapbox Mark is my Twitter handle, and I'm currently on. You didn't get the concussion. I got I felt it. It's the brain. Shut up.
What did you get?
I got a concussion as well.
Wait, for real?
Sympathy concussion. That's what it's called. Like sympathy pregnancy, sympathy alcoholism. You know, like
Is that
like
you know how like twins sometimes like if one of them gets hurt, the other one experiences it.
Kathy are twins. I couldn't give a straight face.
Fun fact.
Randomly. That's how I got on the show. Not this one. Who's that one?
Nepotism. That one is True Homo.
And
True
I
Homo.
was okay to change the schedule because I had a little something to drink thanks to Sinister Carpentry who sent me this lovely flask.
I love
You too can own this flask, and I won't receive a dime of it, and I don't mind because he's a personal friend, so that's fine.
Yeah, he does woodwork. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Speaking of which, I'm in chat.
Chat.
I
also brought a very large box of M&Ms.
Whoa.
As a
Completely
thank you
related.
that I got for free,
Crap.
and I might have eaten a third of, but you can
Wait, just open that up on the table. They're the table M&M's now.
Yeah, it's a and
What kind of, you were at the Red Nose gimmick.
Yeah.
What the hell is the Red Nose?
Thursday, May 21st on NBC.
You guys.
Sponsor.
NBC Uni, it's all part of the family.
It's all part of the family.
Keeping it in-house.
So, it is 3 minutes in. We are already off the rails.
I
But
miss
I'm
Kathy.
so
Give it a
excited
start.
to be back.
Yeah.
We all were at WrestleMania this past weekend, which was a mess. I feel like none of us got sleep.
Like
but
Raw.
it was so
Raw was
freaking
pretty.
awesome. We do want to talk about the live NXT show that we were at.
Yeah, I actually wrote down the card. I went through my pictures
good.
from
I'm
the
glad
event, and
you
I wrote
did.
down the card. So.
And I think we'll discuss that at the end of the show, since I'm
Sure.
sure people want to actually talk about or hear about this episode. Shall we kick things off?
Don't
Kick it.
Don't kick anything. It's just oh.
Yeah, you're not the athlete.
That's my new favorite chant. I love that chant. Anytime somebody holds their hand, just
Mom.
mommy, mom. Oh God.
So, NXT.
Welcome to the Family Guy After Show live on AfterBuzz.
Do we have one of those?
I don't think so.
All right, so it's centralized. We're just hanging out at this point, talking about wrestling. That's my favorite part about this show. Is it's just us hanging out talking about wrestling. Some of the best wrestling that is on television. Well,
Not on
sort of.
television.
Not on television.
It's on television in other countries.
But they don't
We're
tell
just
me
not
in
as
here.
cool.
Oh, and even
And
to
we live
tease,
here.
people to keep watching or tell your friends to watch live. We have an amazing announcement
Oh,
Yeah.
at the end of the show.
But it's at the end.
But it's at the end. So
Yeah.
we want come on in, tell them to join
That's
live,
the
put the
hook.
link, give them the link. We're in chat. Remarkable.
Or
Didn't
you
think
can
we could do
fast
it.
forward.
If you're not watching live, I mean, if you fast forward live in time, you're going to miss riveting conversation about things like Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and like 42 minutes of your life.
Sami Zayn is a thing now. He's just an object.
Let's start
He's
with
not
Sami
even a
Zayn.
person.
Of my desire.
So, Sami Zayn says, obviously he's back from Abu Dhabi, as we can see. He's going to use his rematch clause to kick Kevin Owens' ass.
When is the question?
Yes. Although I liked what he had to say before the kick-ass part of the whole thing. Said he got to wrestle in Abu Dhabi in front of his people. It adds depth to him. Like he's a real person now.
Now he's it's like
he was actually made of plastic before.
He should have.
He's a real boy. He was on strings. That was
better than the August storyline on Once Upon a Time. That's for you, Kathy. But it was cool to hear him go, I should have been there. I should have been in the moment. I should have been feeling these amazing feelings of being able to... I should have been enjoying myself, but I couldn't. I couldn't stop thinking about Kevin Owens. They love each other. I mean, just kiss and get it over with, really. But it'll be...
Lover's quarrel.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tiff.
So tension.
And it took a turn, because he was talking about how the Owens that he faced wasn't the guy that he knew. It wasn't the guy that he wrestled 2 years ago. It wasn't a guy that he came up with. And that's fine. And he recognizes that it's that guy now, and he's seen him, and now he can really get some work done, which is cool. It's a great way to move forward.
Yeah.
You have to basically figure this is not the man you knew. The man you knew is dead. And this man, before you, needs to die.
He has a family.
Yeah. That's the worst part of it, really.
Like, kick him back to reality.
Yeah, just keep kicking.
Just keep kicking him in the head. Keep him in the head until he turns out okay.
Yeah. So
thank you, WWE doctors.
We will eventually find out when that match is.
At some point, we'll find out when that match is.
It's so weird because I know we've talked about how we love that they don't oversaturate us with like special after special after special. Like we have pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view. Words on.
You might have a concussion.
Just saying. Just a mouthful of chocolate right now.
Yeah, maybe it's that. That's in your mouth, not in your brain.
So, we only have 4 specials every year on NXT, and I'm like, I want one now so that Sami Zayn and Owens can go at each other.
I heard they did a press release, and WWE said that they would be doing them monthly.
That was disproven.
Right. Yeah. It was in their own press release that they messed up.
Yeah, they messed up. Somebody doesn't know how to write press releases.
Or is that just to create press?
Well, no, because nothing has been said about it since. No, it was like, well, why did they even do it? It was just like, oh yeah, we screwed up. Just
please ignore previous message.
Yeah, this message will self-destruct.
Well, first match of the night: Rhino versus his opponent.
Yeah, I literally wrote dead person. He's not here anymore.
Nope.
He got a belly to belly and a gore, and that was it.
Yep.
Yeah, big belly to belly. Like,
just tossed him
for distance on that belly to belly.
He bounced,
and it wasn't overhead. That was the remarkable part about it. He didn't just go, "You're going away." He went.
No, he went with him. Like I wanted to put overhead, but it wasn't. He just tossed him.
So Rhino gores him about as fast as Bull Dempsey and Baron Corbin were winning 2 months ago.
Ooh. It hurts.
Yeah, it stings. And got it. Something to talk about when we get to San Jose, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
Then Rhino gets on the mic. He says, I came here for the NXT Championship. He then calls out Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, and Kevin Owens.
About Balor, I'm sorry that he's just going to tear him apart.
No.
Yeah.
The man's like an appliance. He's like a piece of steel. He's solid. He's a machine.
Yeah.
Rhino?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's been doing this for a very long time. Finn Balor, I think, can dance around him a little bit. He can go high, but Rhino's so tough that I don't think even the coup de grace do much to him.
I'm sorry, I think you mean the coup de grace. Brennan keeps calling it the coup de grace.
I didn't know he was such a fan of agriculture. Yeah. Coup de grace.
Coup de grace. I don't know what's going on.
Speaking of which, I love Corey Graves on commentary.
Corey Graves is amazing on commentary.
Great.
Yeah, he's been killing it ever since his transition.
Killing it.
It's unfortunate that his ring career had to be cut so short. But he is taking every advantage that he can. Mm-hmm. He was on the WrestleMania pre-show. He was kind of the host of the NXT San Jose, and he seems to just be the new representative of NXT and just a new excellent talking head that the company has as a whole for like Raw and everything.
He's extremely lucky that he found this other thing. So many wrestlers go their entire careers, they only think of themselves as in-ring professionals. And that's literally it for them. So once their career is over and they can no longer wrestle, they don't do anything. But Corey Graves is a smart guy, and obviously he's well endowed upstairs. He's got a big old brain on him. So he found a niche.
Sad that it was knocked around.
Well,
yeah.
It's got to be hard doing commentary with concussions. So, at least I imagine.
Depending on how severe they were.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, we don't know how severe they were, but
And
I mean,
you can come back. I mean,
definitely.
I arguably had a concussion, and now I'm fine. It's fine. Not like you would ever notice, because I'm
Fine,
about as crazy as
arguably.
I was the whole time.
Arguably fine.
Arguably.
We're not even here. We're just figments of his imagination.
Is this really happening?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Place real?
Next up.
But really quick in chat, Corey Graves called the women divas this week. He loses a cool point. That's not his fault.
No. I
That's-
think it was
that's corporate.
the direction they were going in. It's a branding thing, and I totally understand it, but it alienates, women as people.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Thanks, butthead.
Speaking of women, we get a Dana Brooke promo
2 weeks?
2 weeks in a row.
No. She's appearing
Oh.
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Well,
She's
she was
debuting
also
it.
on last week, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we get a promo from her?
Well, we got
We got a package.
We got a package. Same package. They just
Yeah.
added coming soon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we got to see her at NXT San Jose, which we'll talk about.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
I met her several times this weekend.
Oh yeah.
She's
Did
really
you?
nice, yeah.
She nice?
Yeah.
I didn't actually get a chance to meet her.
Yeah. Talk about that later. But she says what you see is what you get, and she is the Killer Barbie. That is her gimmick.
Can't wait for the shirts.
Killer
Sponsored by Mattel.
Barbie.
Like a Barbie picture with no head on. I don't know.
Like she ripped it off.
Yeah.
Sure.
That happened to all my Kens. And then you can't put them back on. They're never the same.
week on All My Ken.
She's a man eater.
Sure.
It's made of plastic. So, Kevin Owens backstage after his match last week with Balor. We see him talking about all of that. He says, "I won, and that is all that matters."
That promo was a lot of him. Like I watched the full video popped up on YouTube after the match, and it was just a lot of breathing. Like the question was asked, and he was just there. He was just breathing, and he was coming back, and then he was looking at the belt. Then he looked up, and then he said it. So he was, boy, was winded. But the important part is he won.
Okay, so you go and wrestle, and you look fine, and then once you step through that curtain, you allow yourself to become tired. And it all hits you very, very quickly.
Because you're running off of adrenaline.
Absolutely. So the moment anybody asks you a question, it's kind of like, hold on, let me... Not now. Do we have to do this now? So I'm not surprised he was winded. I think anybody would be.
Yeah.
It's not just size. But winning is all that matters. That's cold. It's a really cold way of looking at life. Yeah. It's wrong. It's wrong, damn it.
Good.
Somebody needs to kick him.
In the
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, one of our folks in chat, I believe it's a fart box. Sorry, were you taking a drink there?
Classy.
yeah.
That's real classy, Fartbox.
Fartbox was talking about how he just wanted to punch Kevin Owens in the head.
Good.
Kevin
Me
Owens.
too, Fartbox.
Kevin Owens
Me
has
too.
a Miz face. I just want to punch Kevin in the face.
Nice.
So you just want to punch Miz in the face too. Poor Mr. Mizanin.
Who is that in Home Alone? Kevin's older brother with the
He's got a big family. So like the jerk older brother.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll punch him in the face. I'll do it. He's a child. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
Anyways,
but if you met him now, would you punch him in the
Buzz.
face if he's still alive?
Probably not.
No.
next match, the women's match.
Yeah, the women's match.
Hooray!
Bailey versus Emma. We saw their fallout as friends last week. A little bit of a cat fight in the locker room. This week we have the actual match. Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
You're like doing your hair.
Tap
Can I play with my hair?
Tap on his
Yeah.
hair.
Do we think that heel Emma works?
She wasn't so much.
That's the thing, is we're not there yet.
Yeah.
She hasn't
No.
gone there yet.
I mean, there are minor changes. She comes out and she's kind of like mocking herself. She's like,
well, also
pissed,
in
and then-
Hobo's interview with Emma and Curtis Axel was marking out. When you asked her about the dance, and she was really just like, well, I mean, I can't. So it's very much kind of gone to that place of like, she's just feeling all of this energy that couldn't be released like on the main roster. Like she didn't have a chance in so many words, and now that she's back down, she's like, sure, this is what you like, isn't it? Good, fun, fantastic.
it makes sense storyline wise.
It's-
I mean, people
it's
believe
great.
it. It's the reality era. I love it.
Like, instead of it worked in
Yeah.
like
Little
Well-
things, like she was like going to get in the ring, and she like, instead of flipping,
doing the whole thing,
she just kind of like teases it and then pops herself in.
the match I thought was great because it left so much to be desired. Like, you saw what happened last week, and you saw Emma just egging Bailey on, like, come on, fight, like, come on, almost mocking her too, and I think with the way that it ended, with the roll up and so quickly, and Emma was just kind of left to be like, okay, well, that didn't work. Like, she's been downtrodden in the past on this, but this one hit her. And instead of doing the wrestling thing where it's just, I'm mad now and I'm gonna beat you up, she was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, it was a good match, yeah.
So that slow burn turns into a fire.
Exactly.
It's scary.
You can't have a long-lasting fire with newspaper.
No, it burns really fast and makes a whole lot of smoke.
Yeah, see?
Can't do that.
You gotta build that.
So both of these women have come within an eyelash of the next NXT Women's Champion. Was that the actual quote? Have come
Was
within
that
an
the quote?
eyelash. Yeah, it was such a weird analogy.
I mean, it's apt, but at the same time, it's in a false eyelash. Are you saying this because they wear mascara? It's just a lady's joke. I don't
Would you
understand.
say that during a men's match?
I would.
I would.
An eyelash?
Yeah, sure. Because it's a unit of measurement, one way or another, either in thickness or length.
In thickness and in health.
Until death do us part.
Death to us part. Yeah, some of the analogies were pretty interesting tonight.
Yeah.
They're taking chances though, which is cool. It's different. It's a 2-person announce team now, and it seems like Brennan and Graves might be the regular one. I don't know if we're at the end of this set of tapings, just because I haven't read it. So
Well,
We
they-
got an angry guy.
no, we did. Yes, we did. And I wanted to mention that really quick. Got called out. We traditionally don't.
We
look
try not
ahead.
to spoil.
We try not to spoil as much. I do my damnedest not to look ahead. Sometimes when people tweet like, "Oh, but there's a thing that's really cool that happens," and it's just, sometimes you can't help yourself, and sometimes we let things slip, and we let spoilers slip.
We try not to.
We try not to. Moving forward, we're not going to. If we do, though, we are going to say so. We're going to say, this is something that happens at the recordings. If you don't want to hear it, then you should probably fast forward, mute.
Kids, earmuffs, now!
Not now, though.
And then if you're watching on YouTube, we'll give like a visual cue. If not,
No.
like
Don't do it.
we're good.
He wasn't
Thank
ready.
you. Well,
So,
I think they've got to be doing commentary in post, though. They have to.
really?
Yeah, right about now, yes. Because they mentioned WrestleMania already. They have to.
that doesn't mean anything.
But
doesn't
they
mean
also
anything.
didn't show any shots.
Nope.
They got to be doing it in post. Almost 100% sure.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I was in chat. I agree.
Oh,
No tension here. Here, I'm
What happened?
I'm gonna have an himself.
I would say that they at least taped a couple things in post.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Not the entire show, but
no, but at least they recorded all of that, the commentary in post.
yeah. Because there were a lot of things that happened, and I mean, the next match that we're going to talk about, the Lucha Dragons, I mean, they debuted on, but we'll get there. Okay, so first, Becky and Devin are backstage. Devin is interviewing Becky because Becky requested it, and she basically says that everyone has gotten their title opportunities, some of them countless times at this point, so she feels like she deserves a title shot. It's NXT.
We're getting the puns now. I'm so happy.
She
Do
got a lot
puns
of
work
words.
with a mean girl, though?
They can.
Yeah.
They're really like disarming. Like she can be really mean and then throw in like a really bad pun, and you'll be like, I'm conflicted. How do I feel about this person? And then she knocks your teeth down your throat.
She's not a mean girl, though.
No.
She's not. She's something else. Something you can't quite
She's a
define
fighter.
yet. She's a kind of
She looks like
rockin' Irish
that girl
fighting.
that would come up to another girl in a bar and be like, "Were you looking at me funny?
Oh yeah.
What were you looking at me funny?
don't.
Is it because your boyfriend was staring at me when he walked in? You were looking at me funny."
You got a hint of that in you, because you sold.
That was not good at all. What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
It was solid. It was unblinking. Yeah, I'm a little threatened. I would like to buy you a drink to settle this score. Please don't hurt me.
So,
So
Becky.
bad.
Let's talk about well, first off, do you guys think that she deserves a shot?
Totally.
Yeah?
Everybody else.
I'm not.
Why not?
Well, from what we've seen from her, we got to see her live at Access against Alexa Bliss. That was fun. Just in general, she's been having a really solid showing. She hasn't been winning too much from what we've seen, but I mean, Alexa got her shot fairly easily, so she could probably use that, to her advantage and really like. She can try to get that quick victory just so she can get that victory so that she can get that shot. And that could be what pushes her forward moving on, is just these small things. She tries for technicalities or just super small things that count as victories that can get her shot.
Yeah.
And she can be a real jerk about it.
I love it.
Easy road. Easy road. Why not? Something cheap from her. It would fit.
We have a request from the chat.
Yeah.
Kathy, you have to do Becky's accent while saying, "Are you looking at me funny?" Can you do an Irish accent? And what will Finn say?
Let me think about that. I don't think I could do Irish.
Fair. All right, we'll give you some time.
I could do a Southern accent.
That's not quite the same.
Oh, I thought all accents sound alike.
They do. They do.
Why are you trying to correct me?
More chat things. Don't worry
I
about it.
talked to Heidi Klum in German today. Does that count?
Yeah, maybe. That's kind of... Really?
Yeah.
All right.
That was one
Did
of the
she
coolest
say
ones
you
in my
were
life.
okay at German?
She said that I was pretty in German, so I died.
But
I was like,
you were here.
But you died in German, so that's okay. You're still alive in English. That's fine.
Yes. So Lucha Dragons versus Blurfy.
I forgot about Blurpy.
Yep, blurred.
I was gonna make a pun about like Wilder and Dawson to transition into the interview, but like Dash and Dawson is Dawson.
Or Dash.
Or Dash.
Skylder. That's pretty metal. Skylder. It's like an ancient eagle. We must find and tame the Skylder.
Next season on Game of Thrones.
Blurfy. Blurfy. Excuse me. I had a quick blurfy for a second.
So, since this taping, obviously, as we mentioned, the Lucha Dragons have debuted on Raw. Incredible debut.
Very good. Super solid. We talked about it earlier.
Better than the
this
Ascension's
week.
debut.
Well, arguably. They got to stay who they were. They didn't get they weren't compromised. They were still the Lucha Dragon.
I would like to see the Lucha Dragons as Demolition, though. That would be interesting.
Come out in shoulder pads.
Sure.
So Blake ends up punching one of the dragons. I couldn't tell who it was at the
He
time.
punched a dragon.
He punched
What
a dragon.
Badass.
And
Blurfin' badass.
the Blurfies ended up winning. So, yeah.
Didn't get to make it out to Blurfy's up in Santa Clara. That was a nice little pub that they have up there.
It's nice. It's a nice place.
Nice little place.
Yeah.
Odd though, it's an Irish pub, but they have Australian food. It was Sin Cara.
They only serve Foster's beer.
Oh god,
Jeez.
they're closed already.
Down under.
Nobody drinks that. Nobody drinks that in Australia. That's how you can tell. That's how they tell when the tourist showed. I was like, I'll have a Foster's, please, because that's what the locals drink. Get out. Get out right now. Stab you with a knife. Like a real knife. Don't make the joke. All right, come here.
I got some real.
Can you do an Irish accent?
Hold on, Brain. Brain, because I was there for a little while. Yeah, I can do an Irish accent. Don't talk to my girlfriend. She's over there at the end of the bar. You don't want to mess with her. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, don't mess with Becky Lynch's girlfriend.
Don't mess with Becky Lynch's girlfriend. I'll tell you that. Tell you that much. Oh, she's terrible, man. Are we turning blurf into a word like smurf? Are we?
Yeah, sure.
Because we got
You blurfing bet we are.
This was a fun match. It took me a second. I had to take my brain out of it.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, I really like this tag match. We get to see a lot of Kalisto in the starring role. We got to see a lot of Sin Cara in the starring role here.
Yeah.
And it was refreshing. It was nice.
Big dive from Sin Cara early on.
Yeah, through the legs.
Huge moonsault by Kalisto. They looked like a cohesive, high-flying unit, but Blurfy are more intelligent than that. And a little bit more underhanded.
Well, they did it too. Like they both held the ropes open for the other one, or one dropped down and one just right through. Yeah. That was really dirty, and you don't see that very often. Where it's just like throw them out, gotcha.
Whatever.
When they won the tag titles that quickly after debuting, I didn't think that it would last, but I'm pleasantly surprised with how this is going.
That's the fun part.
They've kept the tactic going.
Yeah.
That's their tactic, is to really outsmart their opponent. They're not gonna outmaneuver them. They're not gonna outpower them. They're just going to be smarter than them. And basically, they cold cocked Sin Cara for the win.
Yeah.
That's pretty underhanded.
Mm-hmm. They also mentioned this tonight, but we didn't see any of it, which I'm hoping we will see more of in the future. I'm sure we will. Blurfy and Carmella.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw a bit of it at NXT San Jose, which we could get through.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that wasn't taped.
No, well, it was taped, but it wasn't taped. It wasn't taped for TV.
Arguably, wasn't taped for
Highlight
TV.
reel.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, they filmed everything.
They had a hard cam and they had one roving cam.
They had 2 hard cams and a rover.
And they had my Snapchat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Downloaded
Did you just
all the
keep
story.
going?
Yep.
You just have like 100. You have like 3 minutes per
Like,
show.
whoa, Triple H, you're right there.
Damn it.
Yeah, pretty much. So backstage, Devin Taylor interviews autocorrected to Zany.
Zany!
Sami Zayn. She asks about Abu Dhabi, but then Rhino interrupts.
Yeah, he does.
And he says, I didn't come to NXT to wait in line or earn a spot. The line for the title starts behind me.
He does not care about any pre-existing grudges or contractual obligations. He wants a shot. Plain and simple.
Rhinos can't sign contracts.
No, they can't. They don't have...
Unless you put
they
ink
don't
on their
have-
horn and they just kind of like...
Actually, yeah, the big hole would serve as a signature for
Perfect.
the horn.
In the wild, who would win? A rhino or a bull?
Rhino.
I don't know. I think bulls are a little faster and arguably a little smarter.
Yeah, interesting question.
Yeah.
But isn't a rhino's baby also called a bull?
Well, I don't know.
I mean...
Is it?
Maybe I made that up. Or maybe I watched it on Discovery Kids when I was younger and just retained it in my memory.
The confidence and just maybe I made that up. You don't know. Maybe I'm making all of this up.
Clearly,
They kind of look related.
No.
The
No.
people, not the animals.
No, I was with you. But it's like, no.
Animals. No, that's continental differences quite large.
Yeah, imagine that. They're
am
similar.
your father.
We already had that on TV once this week.
And you hit on your sister.
Who's the sister?
Princess Leia.
Whoa! What? Old Dempsey's sister is Princess Leia?
Carrie Fisher.
That's
What a
weird.
family tree.
She's so much older than them.
Yeah.
We just got the 10-minute wrap up.
Yeah, we gotta go. We got 2 more matches.
You guys, I'm really sorry that this is a goofy night for all
That's
of
what the
those
show
listeners
is. That's
that
what
hate this
everybody
right now.
likes.
That's basically it. Or
But-
hates, depending upon who you ask.
We just need to make a wrestling. Now that the
We
compadres
love
are
that
here.
we can be goofy with you guys.
Yeah, we do. Now that the compadres are here, we just need like a wrestling day where wrestling takes over studio and we can just have silly wrestling podcasts.
And matches.
And
And
sure,
matches. Hey, I'll take on
Dale.
anybody. Dale, Rome. I don't know.
I've already slapped Johnny enough times.
Yeah,
That's true.
no, you won.
After this segment, the former tag team partners Ty Dillinger versus Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan wins. Looks like an absolute beast during this match. I mean,
Shoot Nation.
He is a purebred. I mean, just a blue chipper all the way.
And I didn't know that Ty Dillinger was trained by Lance Storm.
Oh yeah,
That
he
was-
looks like it. Now
Yeah.
that now
Now that
says,
it's
like,
mentioned
he
it.
looks like a Lance Storm guy. I can spot that now.
Yeah, this was great. Somebody earlier in chat said that this looks more like a relationship tussle than
Really?
yeah.
I don't know.
do we see either of them coming out as a singles competitor and being successul?
Well, if you know anything on the live circuit, they've been trying to test Ty Dillinger with a new gimmick, and as we saw in on the road,
Jason Jordan.
yeah, no, I know, stop it. But Shoot Nation is a thing. We talked about it a little while ago that there's a new faction coming up with Shoot Nation, and Jason Jordan seems to be
We've already
one of
seen
the folks
part
that
of
they had.
them.
Yeah.
And now we've got the basically.
Yeah, now we got the
third
other
member.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they take shape on the show as opposed to live now.
Cool.
Yup.
Yeah. Poor
Well-
Ty Dillinger.
Poor Ty.
Just got thrown onto the bus.
Thrown onto the
Railroad tracks. Say it.
Wow, that main event.
yeah.
How about that? Since we're running on.
Tyler Breeze
Whatever.
versus Hideo Itami in a 3 falls match.
2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls.
3 out
match.
of falls.
3. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
2 out of 3 falls.
That's too many syllables.
You're too many.
So I love that they said on commentary Breeze hates Hideo's hair. That's why he's angry.
Because it looks like he did it with a flow beat. It's like, I dated myself. Somebody should just Google it. Just Google it. Damn it.
There was a Breeze's ratchet. No, he's not chant.
Yeah, that's that. The fact that they were commenting about it makes it seem even more like this was pre-recorded,
Yeah.
as opposed to live, because they never do. So it was fun. It was cute. But now that'll probably be louder. That it's been, oh, we were on TV. Let's be louder now. Because that's how fans work.
Hideo wins the first fall. Breeze wins the second fall with a beauty shot, and then wins the third fall with another beauty shot.
Yeah, the first two, the fact that the first 2 falls happened so quickly is fun. Like,
Keeps you guessing.
Unexpected, yeah.
and but at the same time, it's like, oh well, then it's just like
It's
them
just
starting
a
a new match
regular
with they're
match.
tired, and they're just really tired. Like they ran a couple of laps around the ring, tripped a couple times, and then they're like, all right, you're doing a match now. What? Okay, crap. But the chants for the go to sleep were fun. I
Didn't even tease it this time.
no, which
No.
would have been a place since he already did the shotgun kick and the drop kick to the corner. So it's like, well, what does he have left?
And especially since Tyler Breeze avoids any damage possible to the face.
Yep.
And that move will really, it'll break your orbital bone if you do it right.
Your what?
Orbital bone, your eye socket.
It's in space.
Yes.
It's the orbit. The whole bone. Herbal essence bone. This was fun.
Tyler Breeze playing possum for that second fall. He just stay down. Ref was separating him. Comes out, beauty shot. He's quick. He's got that kind of Shawn Michaels thing going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
No, he's right. Yeah, and this was fun. I wonder if this will actually be the end, since this was the third. Technically the fifth fall, but this was like the third of the rubber matches, and it just had a gimmick to it. So maybe that's it. We haven't seen Marcus Louis pop up in any of his entrances,
True.
so I wonder if this was like, oh, this is working. Let's run with this for a little while. Give Marcus a little bit more time, because he was at Access too. We got to see him and Solomon Crow work. So why don't we talk about it with what little time we have left?
Can we have like an extra like couple minutes, maybe? Like just a couple.
Yeah, okay, we gotta shrug.
Do you want some M&Ms?
Well, before we get to should we do the announcement now or after San Jose?
It's after San Jose.
Okay, it's after San Jose.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So we said the end. This is not the end.
No. So NXT San Jose, interesting show, fun show. We'll talk as much about each match as we want to. It started with Breeze and Itami, which was a very fun match. I'm sure they've been touring this match for quite some time, but we got to see Itami hit the go to sleep on Breeze, which made the place explode.
I did not see that coming.
It's
I
not
didn't
televised
see that because I was
because you weren't there. It would. I mean, he lifted him up, and it was like, cool. For what? Like, it was more surprising that he did it, just because it was like, oh, this is gonna be one of those things that they do for a while. It seemed like just a wonderful toy and a wonderful treat for the live audience, and it'll probably be a while until we see it on actual TV.
And Tommy did some good comedy in this match.
He did.
Which I mean, he's pulling Breeze's stick, which pissed him off to no end. It was really good.
Yeah, people get to have more fun at live shows than they do.
It's true. Those are the wrestling shows.
Yeah. Unfortunately, what wasn't a wrestling match. That's not true at all. A match that the fans didn't get into a lot was Bull Dempsey versus Jason Jordan. It was a low part of the show for me for two reasons, and I tweeted it. The fact that people were booing Bull for no reason, like he wasn't even doing anything like Healy. It was just like, you're a Bull. You know,
he was the face of the situation.
BS.
Jason Jordan is too pretty to like.
Yeah.
He is just too good looking to actually get behind.
Which is even more difficult because people didn't know that this was Jason Jordan. We had let's go jobber chants.
Oh, yeah.
100% let's go jobber chants that weren't just like a small patch of people. It was most of the crowd. And I remember there's a guy a couple of rows behind us who was like, like Jake Johnson or something. Or it was like, how the hell do you not know Jason Jordan?
He was much more memorable when he had the hair.
And that's exactly what I said when he shaved it. Which is not like, I'm right. But it's still just like...
But he couldn't be a heel with that hair. He looked...
No.
Yeah, it was like...
But
when Carlito did,
Jason Jordan ended up getting the win on that one, and but it was
they were getting behind Bull.
They
were finally getting behind Bull.
Halfway through the match, it was just he was doing like the quick jabs, and it was Bull, and that was it, and it was building, and it was going, and then it was a cutoff.
And then he half Nelson suplexed Bull, and that was literally the end. And it was just right when people were starting to get behind it.
Yeah.
If they were able to pull out maybe another minute or two.
Okay, we have a couple minutes left,
so
we gotta...
Becky Lynch and Dana Brooke versus Alexa Bliss and hometown girl Bayley. This made me sad because I wanted Bayley to get a title match because she was coming home.
Yeah.
It was a fine tag match. Brooke, how did Brooke look?
Brooke looked green.
Yep, she'll
get there.
But
Brooke looked
She was
green.
really nice in person.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
I'm not saying that she's not nice.
Yeah.
It's
just say she hasn't been doing this very
very
long.
promising so far.
Yeah.
But there's still definitely more work to be done. We thought similar of a lot of other people that are still progressing and still doing well.
I also have to say, one of the other girls that I met who I freaking love so much is JoJo.
Oh yeah, she
She is
seems really nice.
The coolest chick, maybe ever.
Then we saw Baron Corbin versus Rhino, which was partially my favorite match of the night because everybody was booing Baron Corbin, and he looks like he's accepting that and starting to turn a little heel. So that's fun.
Actually, yeah, he worked heel in that match. Rhino was the heavy favorite, of course, because he's freaking Rhino. But it was Corbin stayed in control most of the match, and then Rhino comes back. Unfortunately, does not get the win, but gets the gore. That was nice.
It was really cool. It was very cool to see that anyway. And also, I wanted to start a Lego Batman chant for reasons. But fun match. Then we got a
Corbin Lego Batman.
Corbin Dallas.
Look it up. Corbin Dallas.
Multipass. There after we came back from the what is it called?
Intermission.
Intermiss. We got Triple H came out and talked to us and thanked everybody and was like, "Oh, there's so many people backstage watching. You guys took all the chairs. People are like standing and junk." And it was really cool.
JR was in the front row.
JR was in the front row, wasn't he, Kathy?
Yes.
Wasn't he, Catherine?
I was eating milk duds out of his wife's purse. She's also one of the coolest chicks in the world.
Hey, homo high five to you.
That was really cool.
For stealing
They're
milk
so
duds.
nice. They took me in because I didn't have anyone else to sit with.
They took me in. We got for a triple threat tag team title match, elimination title match, the Vaudevillains versus Blurfy versus Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass tore the roof off the joint and lost due to really BSE Healy tight pulley reasons. Wish we could have got to see more of like a showing from the Vaudevillains. It seemed like they were just there kind of to they were there to be there as a part of the show.
Aiden English is a lot taller than he looks on TV.
Yeah, he's taller.
But yeah, I feel like everyone always lies about their heights or like makes them sound taller, and then like
No, he's a tall dude.
Whoa, you're really tall,
dude. Compared to Big Cass, he didn't have that much left to him.
Yeah.
So like, seeing that size comparison, it's like, oh yeah, totally.
Big Cass is big, by the way, although he's not the biggest man I've ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JR loved Big Cass.
Of course
Really
he did.
good.
Loved him. He's like, that guy.
Yes.
He likes the size.
Seal of approval.
He's old school.
He tweeted about Enzo and Cass after the show. It was really cool. I am going to
I was
say,
telling him all the names of people because he didn't know.
if you're his new best friend, follows you now, you're
new
gonna be
publicist.
you're gonna be a barbecue sauce model. Next was for the women's title, Sasha versus Charlotte, which I will say, go on record, match of the night.
Match of the night. Easily.
So good.
Easily.
Better than anything that they've had on TV. Remarkable to go live.
I was on the edge of my seat,
we were
screaming.
Everybody in that arena was just on fire. Going with my lady Panion, who's a fair weather wrestling fan, but when she gets into it, it's just like, this is the most amazing thing. And this got her into it.
Yeah.
It was great, even though she was chanting for Charlotte and I wasn't. She was
fine.
let's go Charlotte.
I mean, even after Sasha won, the crowd was still like, "Thank you, Charlotte."
No,
course.
that's why it was match of the night to me. Because like for I mean, we got Zayn and Owens in a fun in-ring segment, but the main event, Neville versus Balor. Balor coming out in makeup was just this is so cool. But it was athletic, it was cool, but it was also really late. It was about 1 o'clock at that point, and everybody's like, "This is cool, but we are tired." Like it was, oh god, crazy night. Balor pulls out the victory with the coup de grace. We didn't get a chance to see Neville do any of his fancy flippy moves, but we saw him on Raw, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Super solid show, amazing show. Fantastic that we were able to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And again, Ryan Smiley Katz. Magical human
Thanks to
being
him.
that allowed us to be there and report for you. I want to do it again.
I love him so much.
He's the best.
He puts in so much work, and
He was running around.
Literally running
God, he
around.
was sweating more than Marcus
he would
Lee.
do that regardless.
I mean,
True.
but he had his ace in the hole in his back pocket, so to speak. He's always got his boltzman's
He was
towel,
prepared.
as he calls it.
So before we sign off, should we talk
All
about
right,
our
we'll
news?
talk about it.
They were talking about it in chat, which is why I wanted to bring it up.
Who was talking about that shit?
They were. What do you?
Oh, what we are. Whatever.
So,
didn't announce it.
news broke WrestleMania weekend that CJ Parker asked for his release. It was an affable break. WWE's like, whenever you're ready to come back, doors open. So it's very nice. They allowed him to work Access on Sunday. Really be nice to hear from him, don't you think?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be great if somehow, through hell or high water, we got an interview with CJ Parker on April 9th.
Well, do we have a phone?
We
We
have
phones.
we have phones.
And
we
do
have
we have
Skype.
his number?
He has ours. That's the important part.
Yeah.
So
Don't call us. Don't call you. We'll call us.
we'll call us. Don't call you. We'll call us.
We'll call us.
And ABTV NXT. So yes, we are going to have CJ Parker call in. He's going by. I think he's going by CJP right now.
I have no clue.
That's what he is on Pro Wrestling
Okay.
Tees.
I saw that he had a new T-shirt about
got three
breaking.
new.
Yes, I broke
breaking
Kevin's nose.
I broke him, and it's just really nice, really well put.
And a nice peace symbol with Puck Feast written on it. That's classy.
Ruck Fools.
Ruck
So
Fools.
yeah, we're gonna have an interview with CJ
CJ
Parker.
will call in. That should be good.
It's
That'll be
gonna be.
awesome.
Very much for
And we're
it.
gonna try to get as much time as we can. We're
Yeah.
gonna breeze through the show.
We're working on a lot of cool things coming up.
Yeah, WrestleMania made us realize how much we can do more
Yeah.
of.
And
So,
how much we are
wanna do that for
actually
you guys,
we are
though.
listened to
Yeah.
by a great many people.
It was cool meeting a lot of people. But yeah, obviously there's always so much more that we want to do for you guys. We do the show for free. We come in after we've had a 12-hour workday, or I mean on Monday when we were on 6 hours of sleep.
If that.
The entire 4 days altogether, yeah, whatever.
Amazing experience.
So yeah, we love talking about this. We love hearing your comments and your feedback. Let us know what you think on the YouTubes, and then tweet us and stuff. Where can they find you, Mark?
They can find me on Twitter at SoapboxMark. Also, at The Gimmick Pod, we're going to be doing a show real soon talking about a lot more in depth what our weekend was. That's me and Brandon, the guy who was on the red carpet with me again. But it was fun. I can't wait to talk more about it. Also, we have stuff on soapboxcartv.spreadshirt.com. Buy our gimmicks.
Gimmicks, shirts, at True Hobo on the Twitter, ProWrestlingTees.com/hobo, BoxcarSuperstar.com, my website, interviews going up, go there, watch Curtis Axel, freak out!
He did. It was so much fun to be there behind that camera. Just be like, oh my god, he loves him. He loves him so much.
I'm gonna send him a shirt. It's a free t-shirt. He'll wear it, I guess.
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelly, on Instagram at Kathy Kelly, and on Snapchat at Kathy Has No K.
Kathy Has No
You
K.
can follow all of us here at AfterBuzz on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you again next Thursday with CJ Parker.
CJ Parker.
Oh my god!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.